to come out of the East and has never used an ATM machine. So there's that.
But they call him Mr. Barkley when he goes to the bank, right?
There's that. Injuries and illnesses, as you mentioned. Hernan Gomez, little double hesitation.
Take shots. The other thing, he's a guy that doesn't care if he's missed a lot of shots.
And missed some of those, which they have early. Spin from Harden to the left hand, no good. Capella to follow. Out there on the floor.
Yeah, well, he knows that he has an option where he can throw it up and he's going to catch it. He's one of the best catchers in the league. And I think, Harden and the Rockets missed him when he was out with an injury.
The swing from Tucker finds Gordon open for...
About defense, but the Warriors, they put a lot of pressure on your defense with their offense and forcing you to have paint, mid-range jump shot, getting his guys involved, but playing with James Harden and them continuing to want him to take more threes as Kemba knocks their career, changing from being just a setup point guard for so long to then now being a stand-still three-point shooter, leading to victories. There's a lot of guys in the league that are able to put up points, but they don't lead to wins. His did.
Harden finds Rivers. He takes a three and nails it.
That are willing to get out on the wings defending against his Warriors team or any of the teams you have to play with in the playoffs. You're going to need
Bridget Turner coming up in just a matter of days, and you look at Charlotte out there on the floor, you see Harden find Gordon for the three.
Because they always load the corner and they keep a man high.
Griff, thank you. We've got much more from David Griffin. Same thing.
Well, either fake the pass as Monk jump the lane and then take the shot or drive, but to try to make the pass later.
More NCAA stars. Quite a career at Kansas. Three-pointer in the corner from Monk. Go 8 into the line for minus a yard. All you got to do is break 80. Numbers look good. Lamb inside. Have a chance to put up 40-plus. Three. Last chance saloon. Harden inside. Diambo.
You look at the Bucks, they've had the best record in the NBA all year, and you're going to always talk around them. The Nuggets have been right.
It's one of the reasons we, and Smitty and I always talk about this here, that thought as you see Kemba swing very Harden-like Rockets pass, who had as good vision as anybody at any era. How impressed are you, Jason, with the size of a Jokic? I know it's more something you see nowadays.
Be able to come playoff time, control the pace, settle guys down. He's got to be the point guard. And he...
On the offensive end, we're going to have to be huge in this game to play alongside Kemba Walker.
Oh, SEC. Excuse me. Every highlight that we did, there were 4 guys who played again, and all of them within the last 6-7 years. Gerald Green with the 3. It's honesty from a team leader. Here he is on the break. Bridges! Oh. I was going to say we've seen that before.
Sometimes you're going to have to double, take the ball out of the best player's hand and make someone else make a play.
Getting everybody else involved is not working at this point. So we'll see if he starts to look and say, well, where can I find that?
Hasn't been the MO, obviously, for MJ in terms of maxing out, giving those deals. Griff talking about the hands-on defense from the Rockets. There they are again. Gordon, the corner, Shumpert, and the 3. Okay, fair. Rebuilding program. Retooling.
We weren't tanking.
Okay. Yeah. Nice. They really have made strides the last couple of years.
You and I grew up on the real Big East.
Yes. How about your boy Vince, Jason, logging 40-plus minutes in the 4 OT game a week ago? Did you see Furry? Runs to about 2 minutes to go in the first half. Rockets have had their way. Too many open shots. Rivers with another from 3 from Kemba. Hernan Gomez, again, not able to hold on. Into the lane easily. Harden to Fareed with the flush. 6:39, just over a minute to go first half. Kemba from deep.
Just see where you are.
And if they keep leaving him one-on-one, he probably will do that.
Yeah.
They've been collapsing. Tucker. Well,
there's a couple.
Normally,
go to Stanford.
I only say when I have Haywood in here that he didn't have to go to school. Harden able. Final 4 seconds of the half. Lead 29. Kemba.
Should have did.
Playoff time. Nene, who's had a very, very good career, but Fareed gives you a real uplift there and an uptick in your ability to work, especially offensively. Down the door, you're going to try and do what you can with it.
Well, exactly. You're going to get shots that otherwise would not get. And there, you want to make the most run to start this third quarter. We just wanted to find some level of consistency early to try to get them to.
Good. Bridges hustle, and Lamb will recover. Kemba over Chris Paul for the jumper.
Non-Kemba players on the floor for Charlotte can't beat them.
So the numbers below is Capella easy inside.
To beat the Warriors, they've gotten better defensively. Brevin, to your point earlier, talking about just Fizdelic as the layup is scored.
Score on the other end. So I think that P.J. Tucker, you throw that name, I think they have enough guys to at least be able to slow down the Golden State Warriors, but I think they also have
A preponderance of the minutes, the vast majority of his minutes with that second unit, so that they could continue to score at the rate they need to. When they lost Patrick McCaw, who signed elsewhere as a free agent.
Lead 23 and blown. Nearly an easy make for Gordon, but they'll set it back up Harden at the top. Once again, guarded by Bacon. The three-pointer is good. Matriculates with a 13-minute drive, and the other goes 2 plays. And all of a sudden, you're even. There are the 2 plays.
They're a little bit landlocked where they are. They can only be so good with their salary structure like it is. So intellectual
Away. Kemba also such a great representative of the franchise. Kaminsky again from.
who are you going to get to then take his place as being the torchbearer for this franchise?
Kemba.
And frankly, as a league, there are very few representatives of our brand that are better than Kemba Walker.
So is the reason why this Hornets team is right now having an opportunity to get back into this game.
That Fareed shot, probably not what D'Antoni.
Point that you made relative to the three-point shooting and that goes away. And the formula also sort of demands that you get to the free throw.
Very upset that he's back. And right on cue.
Some open shots.
Lamb loses it, recovers, finds Kaminsky. That is
At this point, don't continue to stress your defense to think you're going to continue to hold this Rockets offense down. The Rockets get that inside look.
together in terms of the playoffs and the minutes for Nick Nurse. Meanwhile, Kemba back in and right back. The snacks could be better, but I digress. Gerald Green open for 3. Again, P.J. Tucker.
Make him make the layup.
Yeah.
Good extra look. Bacon inside. Almost.
Rockets, they're the hottest team right now in the league, well, next to the Pistons. But they didn't lay down the law, but that 3-ball. Once they make the move, they got away with a travel there, Capella. But the thing is, their next move to the basket is a hesitant move because it may have been a one-dribble pull-up, but it's like, well, we're a 3 and layup.
Another look here.
Offensive rebound.
Back to that secondary. 3 from Green. Back the other way, Kemba. Working on Tucker. Goes by him. Nice defense. No foul.
To get back here, P.J. Tucker changes the move, and then good defense. P.J. Tucker really got the basketball that didn't allow Kemba.
Dirk was more of a bounce pass guy.
Capella, corner. Harden, easy.
He threw the lob to the pop.
Kemba into the lane and 1. Listen on Twitter, Hornets fans, we can tweet us. Missed 3. Kemba the save, though. Chance to cut it to 10, if not underneath. Bridges, this time puts it down.
Just getting back.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought we were watching it when Dirk was out on the floor at 3 threes.
Are you going to
Harden to the rack and 1.
Is at this point, do the best that you can. They're still here by the Hornets.
Oh, big
Here
pass.
comes Buck the other way. Finds Kaminsky, who misses the layup. And the flush from layup for the Hornets. Lamb throws up his arms. The Rockets throw up more points.
They're in. Unfortunately, Kemba was doing everything he could to keep the team close.
Ooh. Bridges third in during the break, sending to the studio for highlights and more. But I cannot wait to watch Patrick Beverley against Kyrie.
Right.
With more across the association. Rockets, a win at home over the Hornets.